નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Standard 8th, Subject Science, Chapter 15, Some Natural Phenomena. Dear students, today we will discuss about lightning. This is the first natural phenomena we are going to discuss. Lightning means what? Bijili kadakna. So, bijili kadakna. So, this is, you know that whenever during the rainy season or before going to rain, so you will find some of the lights entering to the earth. So, there is a spark of band of light. So, this is nothing but that is a lightning. So, you know that lightning is also an electric spark, but it is on huge scale. It's a very big scale. So you might have seen that some sparks on the electric pole also, whenever wire becomes loose, on the electric poles. So when they will meet each other, then you will see some of the sparks. And this phenomenon is quite common whenever wind is blowing and shaking the wires. So during this stage, you will see the sparking in the sparking in the wires. So you might have also seen sparks when a plug is loose in its socket. Whenever plug you are going to insert, if the socket is in the loose condition, there is some sort of lightning you will observe or sparking you will observe that. So these are nothing but there is lightning is also an electric spark. This is similar to like this, but it is on a huge scale, very big scale. Okay. In ancient time, people did not understand about this. In ancient time, the people did not know about this lightning. So they were therefore afraid of lightning. So that is why they are afraid and believe that these are the wrath of gods. Wrath of gods means God becomes angry and punishment to the peoples. So like this belief, okay, so they kept in the mind. So whenever lightning occurs, they believe like this. Now, of course, we understand that lightning is caused by the natural phenomena. So lightning is a natural phenomena. It is caused by the accumulation of charges in the clouds. So we know that whenever the clouds have the charges, so when they will meet each other, opposite charge, the clouds, these two charges meet each other, there is a sort of lightning occurs. Okay, so this is the way of lightning. Okay, now we need not afraid about this. So but we have to take care about this. But we should take care about this because they are these precautions. So we have to protect ourselves from the deadly sparks. Because these sparks may be some persons, they may lose their lives also. So that is why you should take care about these sparks. The sparks that Greeks knew about in ancient times. So this one is in ancient, the spark that the Greeks knew. So these things the Greeks earlier only they know that the ancient Greeks knew as early as 600 BC about this. When the amber is they know that whenever amber means a kind of resin. So this kind of resin was rubbed with the fur. So when it is rubbed with the fur means a light feather, or that bird's feather. So like this, when rubbed with this, some charges will be creating. So you might have seen that when you take off woolen or polyester cloths. So when you are removing the polyester or woolen cloths in the dark, you will see a spark. And you know that will be the hairs will be stand nearby that, become straight. So means it is what you are saying, it is attaching with them and so we are getting some sort of sound there from there. Hearing a crackling sound we are saying. So in 1752, Benjamin Franklin, in 1752, not 1972, in 1752, here Benjamin Franklin, the American scientist, 1752, Benjamin Franklin, American scientist, showed that about the lightning. And this is similar to that what he observed, how the cloths are what rub whenever the woolen cloths or opposite charges will create. So these are nothing but lightning and the spark from the cloths are essentially the same process. The first credit goes to the Benjamin Franklin. He discovered the lightning and also electricity. However, but later it took 2000 years for this realization to occur. To find out this or to become the reality, it took 2000 years. So here Paley is asked about this. Why, I wonder why they took so many years to realize the similarity, to find out this about the lightning, how it takes place. So why it took the time of 2000 years? Because Bujo is telling, because scientific discoveries are like that. It go on experimental basis. It takes a time to explain, to prove that. So this is the continuous result of hard work. But many people and hard work of me. But many people also in between they discovered. But the credit goes to the Benjamin. It can sometimes take a longer time to find out or to discover it. We shall now study about some of the properties of electric charges. So we will go through the electric charges means what. We shall see how they are related to the lightning. So this we will discuss. Let us perform some of the activities to understand the nature of the electric charges. So first of all, recall some of the charges. You know that there are two charges, positive charges and negative charges. You know that also like charges repel each other and opposite charges attract each other. So these are the things you are knowing that. So this also you are knowing whenever you have taken the comb, when you are rubbing to the hair, then if you will bring near the surface of the or near the pieces of paper, the papers are moving up. So this we have seen in the last video. Okay. So these are nothing but these are some charges creating. When you are rubbing, some charges creating. So charging by rubbing. So here some of the activities are given, dear students. You can do at home also. Take a used ball peen refill. So what you have to take? Ball peen refill and rub vigorously, means badly. Vigorously means a lot of movement with a piece of polythene cloths. But bring it close to the small pieces of paper. So what do you have to do activity? So you have to rub the refill of pen and rub with polythene cloths and then bring near the pieces of paper. Take care not to touch the rubber end of the refill with your hand. So when you are rubbing, suppose this is the refill, you should not touch this by the hand. So then the charges will lose. Or with a metallic object and repeat the activity. Or you can take the metallic object also. Pieces of dry leaf. You can use the dry leaf. And you can use the husk. Husk means dried grass. And you can use the mustard seeds also. See, mustard seeds. So these are the trial basis. This you can use. Then you have to observe. So what observation you will see? When a plastic refill is rubbed with the polythene, it acquires a small electric charges. So it gains, acquires means here, it gains a small electric charges. Similarly, when a plastic comb is rubbed with a dry hand also, when you are rubbing with a, which one? Plastic scale or plastic scale also okay, or plastic comb also okay, rubbed with the dry hand, it acquires or it gains some charges, and these objects are called as charged objects. So these objects are called as charged objects, we are saying. In the process of charged objects, in the process of charging, the refill and the plastic comb, so the refill as well as the plastic comb, both they will get the charges. So they will attract each other. Suppose both the charges are positive, they will repel they are opposite charge. So they will attract. So here plastic comb and polythene and hair also get charged. So let us try to charge some other objects that are similar. Say for example, take the collection of the objects or the materials. Here the list is given. Try to charge each by rubbing with the materials mentioned this. So first of all, objects rubbed is refill. So material used here, polythene or woolen cloths, and you have to say that whether they attract or does not attract the piece of paper. So what you have to do, the activity says like this. You have to take the object, refill, and materials used for rubbing, polythene or woolen cloths. So you have to say whether that attracts or does not attract the pieces of paper. So here you will see that the pieces of paper attracts. So that is why it is a charged one. And the another column is given whether it is charged or not charged. Yes, this is attracts means that is a charged one. And another example you will say, we will take the balloon example. So again, the objects rubbed, balloon you have taken, you have to rub with this polythene and woolen cloths as well as dry hair also. Anything that you can take, either polythene or woolen cloths and dry hair. So like this you have to rub with the balloon. And then you have to notice that whether it attracts or does not attract. So yes, here also you will observe the balloon is attracted towards the polythene. Okay, so means it is a charged one. And next we will take another example, eraser as well as wool. So both the objects you have to rub with each other. So materials used here, eraser as well as wool. Then you have to see that whether they are attracting or does not attract. And you will see that here also you will see that attraction takes place. So means this is also a charge. And next you can take the example of steel spoon. Steel spoon also, okay. You know that steel spoon. So like this, okay, like this spoon. You can take this. And then you have to rub with this polythene or woolen cloth, you have to rub this. And then here also you have to check whether they are attracted or whether they are does not attract piece of paper. So you will come to know that here also the steel spoon attracted toward the polythene or woolen because so that it gets charged. So in this way you can go for any sort of materials. You have to rub with another material any other materials. Then you have to see that whether they get charged or not charged. Okay, if it is charging, so they will attract each other. If that will not charge means they will repel or they will move away each other. So these are the things we are going to observe in this activities. So dear students, what we have discussed now, lightning. Lightning is an electric spark, but it is on a huge scale. In ancient people, they did not understand about this. So you know that this is caused by, nowadays everybody is knowing, this is caused by the accumulation of charges in the clouds. Because you know that clouds contain charges. Whenever the clouds meets, so these charges will be, due to these charges, so they will produce the lightning. So the ancient also, they knew about this earlier only, but they did not prove that one. But because they are the ancient older people, old or ancient people, so as early as 600 BC. But in the 1752, Benjamin Franklin, American scientist, and showed that the lightning, and this lightning is related to these sparks, whatever the materials rubbed. So this is great, but that is on a small scale. So okay, so these are about today's discussion. So just go through it, this all, and we'll meet in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you for joining us.